This is Tom Wood and Max Pollard with Epicor Software Corporation. We'd like to bring to you the second phase of our training on the Eagle N series and how it's affects point of sale and LaserCat 3. So, Max, if you would, let's talk about what we get with the LaserCat 3 and point of sale with the N series.
Absolutely, Tom. First of all, I'd like to start out with a couple of bullet points about point of sale itself. Again, the Eagle's point of sale has always been simple, fast, and flexible so that we can make the workflows easy to train and at the same time flexible enough to manage, for example, the special order buyout process and make sure that that's all linked into purchasing so that you can track your activities. But the real highlight today is to talk about the integrated LaserCat 3 and some of the enhancements that we recently added to the integrated LaserCat catalog. And so there's the enhanced search, dynamic updates. We've included power sports and as well the enhanced service intervals. And so, the first part with enhanced search, making it easier to locate, a pump or a filter and so forth by auto-completing.
So you've got autocomplete. So if you type water PU, it comes up with auto pumps and all the adapters associated with that. Multiple partial words such as oil and a wildcard search. It would come up with anything with oil in the name. Fuzzy matching. So if you misspell a description, like the description below, it says FILTR, it actually knew you meant filter. So some of the nice enhancements associated with looking things up by description. Go ahead, Max.
Excellent. Thanks. Yes, and the next piece, the dynamic updates. In the past, we had to distribute DVDs monthly, no updates in between. Now we're able to offer over the internet the ability to get a weekly update of new items being added to the catalog by the manufacturer. So that way it gives you a much more up-to-date catalog so that you can sell those up-and-coming parts as soon as they're available.
What's nice about this, Max, is it does net adds so that the file transfers are not huge. It allows you to beat the competition and have newer data on file on your system before anybody else does.
Excellent.
And it's fully automatic.
And then we've also added power sports, motorcycles and jet skis, snowmobiles, those sorts of items, so that you can be able to do lookups on those for the batteries, spark plugs, that sort of thing, to add that to your business. Enhanced service intervals. The OEs have changed how they're recommending service, and so we're keeping up with that. And just a real quick look at a LaserCat screen. This is just a screenshot, but I wanted to highlight a couple of pieces here. One of them being, as you look at this line for the oil filter, you'll see we have our in-store availability, the pricing from our store. But then over here on the right-hand column, the second to last column is group availability. So if your store has multiple locations, you'll be able to see not only what do I have in my store, but what's available in the other stores within my company. So it gives you much better visibility for the part to be able to do that best job of finding the part and getting to the customer quickly. Okay, at this point, I'm going to switch now to the live point-of-sale software so we can go through kind of a quick transaction. So first of all, I'll go ahead and sign on. And I have my station configured to go ahead and search for the customer first. So I'll just start typing part of the name and be able to identify my customer and press enter. This customer has multiple accounts. We'll go ahead and just use the master account and select a name from the authorized to charge. So at this point, I can go ahead and key in a part if I happen to know the number and just go ahead and sell it. Or, of course, we can use the LaserCat catalog to do a lookup. By clicking on either new car, or if we're going back for another search, we could use same car. And let's see, I'm going to go ahead and do a 92 Mercury Cougar with the V8. And we'll just look up a filter for that. And so I'm able to very quickly access the manufacturer information about the, for this year, make, model, in this category group, what are the parts available. And this is based upon the supplier. So you have the ability to select what manufacturers are going to appear and what priority are they going to appear. So if you preferred Wix over BWD, you could have that appear first. It's not just a simple alphabetical presentation here. Some of the other information that's available here besides the description, part number, price, and availability is we have the cover to cover, where you're able to see not only an image, but click on that link and be able to see the full picture from the manufacturer, as well as product specifications, OEM numbers, and this is available for you to very quickly print and provide to your customer if that would help them out. On the right-hand side, this is the store availability button. So if you need to see what is our availability in another store, then we can very quickly check it from there. Okay, so on the line for data, you have not only the cover to cover, being able to view the product information as an image or drill in to see the product specification and the OEM numbers, but we're also able to look at inter-store availability through the store availability column and click on that link, and it'll bring up actually two components. If you have it in any of your other stores, that you'll see the available and on hand. As well, you can configure the LaserCat to do a warehouse inquiry and actually reach out to one of your warehouses that you buy from, one or multiple, and check them for price and availability. So without picking up the phone, you can answer that customer's question, be able to see where you can provide this from, and locate that part for them. And then, of course, from this screen, you simply double-click to select the part. I could then switch to a different category, or go into an entirely different category or group to add additional parts. I'll go ahead and just post this back to the transaction. And you'll notice that when it posts back, that you get the year, make, model, and engine that was used to look up this part, so that if there is a question about the part later, you'll have that information available. I talked about the special order process. So if I bring up I'll just bring up that same group out of catalog. But what I'm going to do now is try and sell a part that I don't have in stock, and I can tell that I don't stock it because it's in blue. When I sell a non-stock part, I can configure my system to automatically add it, and then ask me to source it. And we have options if you have multiple locations to transfer. We can do a back order. I'm going to go ahead and just generate my own PO. I'm going to call them up and place the order directly. So all I need to do from point of sale is select what warehouse am I going to purchase from and post it. And the system will automatically generate a purchase order for me to be able to track that financially, so that when the invoice comes in from the warehouse, we'll have a document to match with.
Very good, Max. That sounds like there's a lot of cool new enhancements for the Eagle N series that blended well with traditional speed of LaserCat 3 and point of sale that Eagle has inherently.